The energy is amazing here at the EDM Awards today, here at Miami Music Week. We are at Shift, and I can't even believe it. And I just ran into Morgan Page, so I'm like, let's have a quick chat. So how are you today?
Doing great. Just getting used to the chaos here.
Right?
I'm running on black coffee and fumes right now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, at this time of the week, aren't we all?
Yeah.
It's wild. Okay, tell me a little bit about your music. Who are you? What are you working on right now?
Yeah, so I make progressive house music, electro-tech, vocal-driven stuff, and a new single's out today called "Feel It Now" with Mashbit. So we're really excited about this. It's a good example of like me doing pure songwriting, like doing the top line, doing the melody and the lyrics all myself, and then also working with new producers like Mashbit, who just added a little bit of club flavor to it. So dance music is all about great collaborations and having no ego, and just and working with cool, fresh new talent in the studio. So.
You couldn't have said it better. It's all about that collaboration. Now, tell me about your story, your music journey. How did you get started in music?
It's a good question. I got started kind of a different background. It was through college radio. So there was a loophole in the system where I grew up in Vermont, where there wasn't a lot of city infrastructure. So there was a college radio station, and I remember hearing mix shows, and I would be like, oh, maybe I was naive enough to think I could make music that would fit on the radio show. So I would go fill in for DJs that didn't show up for their slot. So 4 a.m., do the graveyard shift, show up. That led to working for record labels and making my own music.
That is such a great point, too, how you did that, because it's sometimes like, put yourself out there in these ways. Be the person that's going to show up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, I'm on the rise. And so that's really inspiring.
Yeah, if you're hungry enough, I feel like you can get to where you want to be.
Definitely. Okay, tell me about the new track. What's the sound? What's kind of the style of it?
Well, this one, since it's more pure songwriting, it almost has a little bit of EDM, a little country flair to it, but it still has, it's almost like if Nashville met like older German tech house, like old like Book of Shades style, electro-tech. So it's a hybrid of genres, right? I play live guitar on it, live bass, and then we added a bunch of synths. So it's progressive, has a lot of chord progressions, but it's like a male country vocal on it. Yeah.
Ooh. I've seen the country on the rise in EDM. How do you feel about that collaboration?
I think there's a lot of untapped potential. I think, early on I did a little bit of it with Longest Road, like we had a slide guitar player on that, even though the deadmau5 one was the one most people know. But it was almost a Nashville and country sensibility to the singing and the vocals and the harmonies. So I think there's so much more you can do with that without it being gimmicky or weird. Like it can be a true fusion with progressive house music.
Definitely. Those strong vocals is really what anchors it, I feel, too, with that sound of EDM mixing with country. But thank you so much for just talking to me today. And how can people connect with your music online?
Yeah, they can I think the best way is Spotify. You can check out morgan-page.com. And one more thing. I've been making these cases for myself for tour. And I made them for myself, and then all these DJs and tour managers were like, can you put our logo on them? So I did like 500 of these.
Okay.
And so they sold out. I got to do another batch, but I do drops every now and then.
Oh,
so
nice.
if your headphones, your earplugs, your AirTag, all in one spot.
Oh my gosh, I need one of those.
Yeah, it's super fun. So especially in Miami, everything's chaos and like your Uber getting to the gig and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course, thank you.